Hey everyone, welcome to the next installment of Hey Nice Beard. Today we are interviewing Aaron Johnston. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you this time, yes.
Fantastic. Take two.
Yeah, we'll try this again. So, Aaron, welcome to Hey Nice Beard.
Thank you for having me on Hey Nice Beard.
So, why don't you tell us exactly what you do for a living?
So, I'm a welding inspector. Right now, I'm at Plant Vogel. It's the only new nuclear power plant build going on in the country right now. And I oversee all the X-ray operations that we do out there. So, say, they're welding a bunch of pipe and stuff together, to make nuclear power. And we have to X-ray all those welds. So I'm the person that puts the teams together, and they go out there and, see all the X-ray operations from day to day.
So how close will you be to like all the nuclear facilities and everything on a daily basis?
Well, right now it's just under construction. So we're at 3 and 4. I work probably about maybe 500 yards from unit 1 and 2 every day, and they're an active nuclear facility. So I can see them every day. But once the site's done in like 22, 23, I may stay out there or I may go to another project. So if I stay there, then I'll be in the plant every day.
All right, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, starting like after college?
So we'll go just a step back. I grew up in Kentucky, and after high school, all I wanted to do growing up was be an auto mechanic. So after high school, I started tech school to be an auto mechanic. And I did that for about 6 months when I quickly learned that I did not want to work on other people's cars for the rest of my life. I only wanted to work on my own stuff. So about 6 months in, I have a buddy that is doing what I do now, and he was traveling all over the country, and he was X-raying welds and getting per diem, and 18-year-old me was like, man, he's freaking rich. He's working 7 days a week, getting staying in hotels and all this cool stuff. So I dropped out of college and pissed my parents off, and they're like, no, you need to stay in school. There's no future in what you're going to go do. And well, that was like 20 years ago. So I showed them. But yeah, so that's what I did. Started traveling. That was like 2001, 2002. And that's all I did for 8 years. I had apartments, and I met Natalie. She was my neighbor there in Owensboro, Kentucky. We didn't get together, but we were friends for a long time. And so 2010, we moved to South Carolina, and we've been here ever since. And I don't know, then what? So 2014-ish, we got into the beard competition stuff and started that whole process. And it's been pretty fun ever since. But,
so how long have you had your beard?
So I always had to shave, doing, traveling around, going to chemical plants and stuff like that. But 2010, I moved here, and I was strictly in new construction since I've been here. So I haven't shaved since April 2010. And I trimmed for the first couple of years, and then watched the great show Whisker Wars, like a lot of people, and decided that I wanted to do beard competitions. And so I stopped trimming my beard and did that for about a year. And then we're like, let's look into one of these things. When season 2 came out, and we found one in Charleston, South Carolina, 2014. We ended up going there and went to the Holy City Beard and Moustache Society competition, and they're in Charleston.
And that's the club that you're a member of now, right?
Now, so that was, I was super nervous, and we went and did the whole thing, and now I'm the president of that club. So,
oh, wow.
2017, Paul Roof decided he wanted to step down, and he had already had the club for like 11 years at that point, and he was just done doing it, and he knew my commitment in the beard community, and he saw my drive and passion behind everything bearded and said, he gave it to me. And I live like 2.5 hours from Charleston. So he, helped appoint someone in Charleston to help me out. And Jake McKellips and me were co-presidents, and we were officially announced at the 2017 World Beard and Mustache Championships in Austin, Texas. And that was it. We took off from there.
And that was the first time that I met you, was at the World Championships in Austin. And it was right before you were about to go on stage, and you were just pacing back and forth. You had just trimmed up to a goatee.
So I was a goatee all of 2017. But yeah, I was definitely pacing, I'm sure. I was a pretty nervous wreck that day, I from what I do remember.
So what other hobbies do you have besides competitive facial hair?
Man, this competitive facial hair stuff keeps me pretty busy, honestly. But I have, I don't know, five cars now. I don't remember, 6, 5. I don't know. I've got a bunch of cars that I like to play with. And that's, basically my hobby. I work, come home, hang out with Natalie, and work on my cars when I can. And, they're all projects and, in their own right. And that's, I don't know, I get bored with one and go play with another, and so on and so forth. So they're just big toys.
So who are some of the most memorable people you've met in the facial hair community?
You broke up.
Who are some of the most memorable people that you've met during competition?
Just doing beard competition, some of the most memorable people I've met. Wow. Man, I don't know. See, probably the first beard celebrity I remember meeting was Brian Nelson in I think 2015. I remember he freestyled and came to Charleston, and I was, that was the pinnacle of, whisker wars and all that stuff. And, that was a pretty big deal. And now I, just text message and talk to Brian all the time, and it's no big deal. But I remember the first time I met him, it was a huge deal. Probably the same thing with Arnie. I'm not, super close to Arnie, but, I remember meeting him the second time, and he remembered my name. I was like, wow, Arnie knows my name. That's super cool. But now it's, now we run into each other, not as often now, but we definitely know who each other are. And that's, that was pretty cool, thinking, back, 2012, 13, watching them on TV, and now, they're my friends. That's, that's pretty neat. I don't know. Those probably the two biggest that stand out to me. And obviously Scott Sikora. I mean, he's a beard caster, and now he's my best friend. So, that's pretty cool. But yeah, those are probably the top 3 coolest people I've met through bearding.
So what's your favorite style that you've ever done with your beard?
As far as a natural or freestyling, or just category I've competed in?
Category that you've competed in.
So being a goatee has been super fun. I mean, it's like I said, I went to goatee in the beginning of 2017, and I would have never imagined the run I went on that whole year, and still. But probably my favorite category I've ever competed in is this year. Actually, I competed in Austin in over 2 foot. And the first time I ever went to Austin or anything, that was the category I wanted to be in. And my sides don't grow in super. So that's, why I ended up going to goatee for a competitive standpoint. But I always wanted a big over 2 foot long beard. And so after nationals in Chicago, I quit shaving. That was my whole goal. I was like, all right, well, I'm at 23 inches in Chicago. I was like, if I can get over 24 inches, beginning of February, then end of February, I can do over 2 foot in Austin. And I got to 25.5 inches, I think, at the beginning of February. And we took an inch and a half off of it. I kept right at 2 foot, and me and my crappy sides competed in Austin, and I got second place. at
Oh, nice.
Cassie this year, so I was super pumped. And then as soon as the competition was over, I went back to there me being shaked and felt right again.
So what's your favorite kind of candy?
My favorite kind of candy, probably peanut butter M&Ms. If I would have to like be on the spot, pick some. I like runts and stuff like that too, but like if I just had to like really pick my favorite, would be peanut butter M&Ms.
How about your favorite drink?
So I drink a lot of water. That's pretty boring. Sugar-free Red Bull and coffee. That's pretty much all I drink. Like if I ever do drink a soda or anything like that, I'll like a good root beer, but that's probably like maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, if that. Just not really a big soda drinker or anything, but I can't really say water is my favorite drink. That's about the most lamest thing you could say. So
people have said that water is their favorite drink.
I mean, it's what I drink the most of. So I mean, I would.
John Banks actually said that his favorite drink was water that was non-alcoholic.
Well, John Banks is probably the most lamest person ever, obviously. Have you met him? I would say coffee or water. That would be my guess.
So what's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, my gosh. Bad drivers. Easy. Like people driving in the left lane or just doing dumb crap. Just get out of my way. That's just anybody being in my way while I'm trying to drive. That's probably my biggest pet peeve.
What is your favorite cartoon of all time?
Oh my gosh, Beavis and Butthead. That's pretty easy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So what are some morals that you like to live by?
Morals I like to live by. Huh. You know, having a list of these things would have been good. Morals. I don't know really what's a good moral. Like I like to not really, I don't know. Don't try to like live like it's like your last day kind of thing. I'm not like super worried about, like tomorrow kind of deals. Like what if you don't get tomorrow kind of idea. Morals. I don't know. Just try to treat others as you like to be treated. That's a good moral. Yeah, just try to be good, just not try to be a jerk and stuff. That's pretty good morals.
That's definitely the one that always stands out is to do to others as you'd like to be done unto yourself.
Right. I mean, that's the number one rule you're supposed to live by.
So if you could have lunch with anyone from history, dead or alive, who would it be?
Are they like they're alive now? I don't want to just like have, lunch with like bones.
Yeah, they would be alive while you're having lunch with them.
Good. Thanks for that clarification. Man, like, dude, I have no idea. Anybody from history that I could have lunch with. Dude, that's freaking tough. I have no idea. Who would you do?
I would probably do George Washington.
That's pretty safe.
Just to find out if he did chop down the cherry tree or if he did have the wooden teeth, and just to get that kind of idea of who he was.
What about Henry Ford?
That'd be a good one.
He was a freaking genius. Like to pick his brain a little bit. Yeah, probably like a Henry Ford or something like that, or like Carroll Shelby. Yeah, that'd be a good one. My answer is Carroll Shelby.
All right, what is something that you wish you could learn to be better at?
Learn to be better at. I've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, and I never did. But be better at something I can already do, or just something I have no idea how to do, but I want to learn.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just trying to break down your question.
Something that you can already do that you would like to be better at.
I'm perfect at everything. That's what my wife says.
There you go. Like,
So,
you don't
yeah.
need much of a better answer than that, really.
Yeah, I can't get any better at anything. I'm already the best.
So are you more of a morning person or a night owl?
Night owl all day long. I hate mornings. And yeah, definitely night. Easy.
What is an odd talent that you have?
A talent that I have.
An odd talent.
I used to be able to like peel a banana with my toes, but I don't know if I even can anymore. I can pick up like a baseball with my toes. Does that count? What else? I don't know. I can do most like hands-on things, like taking stuff apart and put it back together. I don't know if that's really a talent. It just seems like something natural I can do.
I think
But
the
yeah,
toe dexterity thing is pretty good. Being able to pick up the baseball with
perfect.
your
That's
toes.
my secret talent.
I like to pinch my
Toe
girlfriend's butt with my toes because it always pisses her off.
That's pretty funny.
All right, so I
Natalie
got a
loves it
couple.
when I like pinch
What
her
were
with
you
my
saying?
toes. I said Natalie likes it when I pinch her with my toes. I need to do that more often.
All right, so I got some would you rather questions for you.
All right, shoot.
Would you rather be the youngest or the oldest sibling?
Youngest, because I am.
Yeah, it seems like the youngest sibling definitely gets away with more shenanigans.
Yeah, I got away with everything.
Like by
I
then,
like that.
the parents just kind of don't care. They're like, yeah, no, you go do whatever you want.
Yeah, the first one, they're all like super worried about things. And by the time like the third, fourth kid pops out, they're just like, do whatever. You're 6. You can be home by yourself. It's fine. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have a 10-hour dinner with a headstrong politician from an opposing party or attend a 10-hour concert for a music group that you just don't like?
10-hour concert. Easy. I would not want to be in a 10-hour conversation with some politician, even if I agree with their crap. Just concert. Yeah, give me freaking Hanson or something. I'll be fine, good to go. I don't know, Yanni.
Would you rather be an Olympic gold medalist or a Nobel Peace Prize winner?
Olympic gold medalist. Nobel Peace Prize seems like you have to like read things and stuff. That sounds awful.
What would the sport be?
I don't know. Any sport. I don't know, like if I could pick, I would do like basketball, even though like I'm a 5'11" white guy. But I would be amazing. I'd be like John Stockton.
Or Muggsy Buggs.
Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". I'm way taller than Muggsy Bogues.
That's more my level. I'm a tiny little guy. So
okay, so you look up to Muggsy Bogues.
So would you rather live at the top of the tallest building in New York City or on the top of a mountain?
Do I have a house on the mountain, or if I'm just like chilling on top of a mountain?
You have a house on top of the mountain.
I would rather live in a house on top of the mountain.
Would you rather have Rambo or Terminator on your side?
Terminator. Because, he's pretty well indestructible. Rambo is just, he's still just a dude.
Would you rather have to sew all your own clothes or grow your own food?
I would probably sew my own clothes because I could probably do that. But grow my own food, I would just I'd probably die pretty quick.
All right, so last question. Can you tell us a joke?
How do you wake Lady Gaga up?
I don't know how.
You poker face, you poker face.
All right, Aaron. Well, thank you very much for doing this interview on Hey Nice Beards.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Do you have anything going on in the next few weeks that you'd like to promote?
Yeah, so I've always got stuff going on. So I don't know if you know this, but me and Scott Sikora do a little show called Talking Beards. It's every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. We go live on Facebook, YouTube. We go live, I think, on like 7 different Facebook pages at the same time, and then no, 6, and then our Twitch page that like one person's ever tuned in over there. But yeah, so we do that every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We just recently started what we call the Talking Beards the Network, and we actually have 5 different shows that we're doing Monday through Friday. So that's going on. Monday night we have the Craft Whisker Build Off show with Tisha and Natalie, and Talking Beards is on Tuesday. Wednesday we have What Up Mob Wednesday, and that's Monty and Boo from Beard Mob. And Thursday we have Beard Laws with Matt McClear from Beard Laws. And I guess Iron Sanctuary from TikTok now. He's the co-host over there. And every Friday we have a show. We've done one. We call it F It Friday. So what's going to be is just every Friday it's going to be a different show every week. This week we came up with a show, or last week we came up with a show like Friday afternoon. So that's probably how Fridays are going to go. We did episode 1 of Talking Poop with me and Matt. So Matt comes on the show on Tuesdays and does our news segment. And me and him, we've kind of joked about doing a show called Talking Poop, and Scott's just completely not interested in it because apparently anything about poop grosses him out. So if you interview Scott, you should probably just bring up poop a lot. And then me and Matt actually did it. We did a whole hour-long episode talking about poop. And we've already started planning episode 2, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's what I got going on Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday if there's a beard competition, which there hasn't been much, we'll travel to those, and if not, then I'll just kind of poke around in the yard and poke around in the garage.
All right. Well, thanks again. We'll get those links to the videos posted down below as well. Thanks again for coming on, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
All right, bye.
All right, so that was Aaron Johnston. I keep skipping the T. If you like the video, like and subscribe down below, and thank you very much. Have a good one.